Hello, welcome to the power rankings. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be a blind power ranking. And basically, what I mean by that is I'm just basing it off of how I feel the teams are going to perform this year. And this is only because there wasn't a 2020 season to look at. So we really don't know how these teams are going to perform because it's been almost 2 years. And it was also just a little fun thing I thought that we can look back on come playoff time to see just how right or wrong my initial gut feelings were this season. And yeah, I will be looking back at these whenever we reach playoff times or after the Grey Cup. Haven't decided which yet. Probably after the Grey Cup, now that I think about it, because we could see who was actually in first, who the best team was. So yeah, it's just a little fun experiment and a fun first video I think for the channel and the series. So without any further ado, let's take a look at who I think is going to be number 9. Ottawa. They didn't have a good season in 2019, and I don't think they're going to make the jump to a contender in 2 years with no season for 2020. I don't see it happening. For me, if I was Ottawa, I would want to try to fight for a 500 record. 7 wins in a 14-game season. To me, if you were able to get that, that's a vast improvement from what you were in 2019. And, you can build off that. You can definitely build off that. And so I don't think they're making the playoffs, obviously. I don't think they're winning the Grey Cup. But if they're able to get 7 wins, I'll give them 6. If they're able to get 6 or 7 wins this year, then that's a vast improvement and something that they can really feel like they can work with going into 2022. Number 8, Toronto. They're really pretty much in the same boat as Ottawa. I mean, they only won 4 games in 2019. So again, another team I feel like should be just looking to get to be 500 at the end of the season. Try to win 7 games and then improve on that in the next season. And really, these are the only 2 teams that I think that are gonna be. I think they're pretty much set at 9 and 8. And again, like I said in the preamble, it could very well come back to prove me wrong, especially since Toronto spent a lot of money this offseason with a lot of free agency signings. But until we see how they play on the field, I can only give them so much. And most I can say is, hey, I don't think you're as bad as Ottawa right now. Number 7, Edmonton. I'm very intrigued by the Elks, but I don't see them being a team that makes the playoffs. I would like to see it. I think it's a cool logo. The more I see it, the more I like it, and I want to see more of it. But team-wise, I just don't think they're in for that successful of a season. I'd almost put them at try to win 7 games, although they did go 8 and 10. So if they match the win total from 2019 in this 14-game season, that'll be a very successful season in my book. But I just don't see that happening. I have them as the 7th seed. Number 6, Calgary. And now this is all based on if Mitchell can return to his former self. If he's able to play like he did before that injury, Calgary can shoot way up come week 1 if Mitchell looks like he's able to go, and the shoulder surgery is a thing of the past. I know he had ample time to recover because of there not being a season in 2020, but for me, surgeries are that one thing where you just never know till they actually go out and play the game. So again, Calgary's a team that I think has a high potential, but at the moment, Calgary fans, I have you at 6. Number 5, BC. To me, BC's a fringe playoff team, especially if Calgary, like I said before, if Mitchell is able to play well for Calgary. But if they're able to, get some things going and get off to a good start, I have them as a playoff team if that is to happen. If it doesn't happen, then you can forget all about that. So for 4-1, these are the teams that I think are going to be Grey Cup contenders. So at number 4, Montreal. Lots to like about the team. My question is, can they get past Hamilton for the East? Spoiler. And, at this moment, I don't see it happening. I just don't. But if they come out and just, play very well and convince me otherwise, I'll move them up. Number 3, Winnipeg. The defending champs. Man, you talk about if there's going to be a Grey Cup hangover. I'm not so sure there is. I mean, I have them, as a good chance if they can beat a certain team in their division. But, a lot to like about Winnipeg, and I think they have a chance if they can beat a team in their division. Who is that team? I'm glad you asked. It's the Saskatchewan Roughriders. I am very, very excited to see how they play. I know the CFL power rankings, their way too early power rankings had them at 3 and Winnipeg at 2. And in my eyes, you could flip-flop them either way, so I put Saskatchewan at number 2. A lot to like about that team, and really, if they're able to go on a run here, I think that they have a very good shot, but not the best shot. Who has the best shot, you ask? Well, if you've been playing along at home, you'll know that at number 1, I have the Hamilton Tiger Cats. This team is going to be hungry. They're going to be out for blood this year. They've had that Grey Cup loss in 2019 to Winnipeg gnawing at them for almost 2 years. You don't think they're going to be out just banging people up, banging opposing teams, just taking it to them? To me, they are my favorite to win the Grey Cup this year. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but they've been they have the most continuity right now, and in a situation like this where you haven't played in 2 years or almost 2 years, that's important because you're not learning anything new. You can kind of, pick up where you left off. And when picking up where you left off includes losing in the Grey Cup, that's a pretty good place to pick up. So they are my favorites to win the Grey Cup, and they are right now number 1 on my power rankings. So, for a review, we have Ottawa at 9, Toronto 8, Edmonton 7, Calgary 6, BC 5, Montreal 4, Winnipeg 3, Saskatchewan 2, and Hamilton at number 1. So, thanks for watching this video. I'm glad you liked it, if you liked it. But there will be more videos out once the season starts. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do the game-by-game videos, but I'll think of that in the future, and then come week 1, I'll have something figured out. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.